Well, first of all, I think we need to recognize how far we have proceeded. I think we are in a good shape in the crypto as a crypto ecosystem. I mean, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, many people were just approaching this industry with huge suspicion. But now we are in the edge of approval of the Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF, which is a huge milestone, I believe. And this also shows us like the recipe, the correct methodology. Of course, crypto ecosystem has its own spirit, has its own vision, has its own utopia. On the other hand, we have the conventional financial system out there with their own expertise, with their own tradition, and they are interested in crypto and blockchain too, but there is a gap between the crypto ecosystem and the conventional financial system. I think the number one thing to do is breaking this gap. And this might be possible with, first of all, like bridge projects, like Bitcoin ETF is among them. Not only that, we have like collaborations between DeFi protocols and the banks, which is actually quite promising for the future of the growth of the ecosystem. Because once we can break the gap between the financial system, conventional financial system, and the crypto ecosystem, then we will build trust to another level. And people will think that, oh, okay, now it is in the industry level, it is in the corporate level. So these funds are investing in crypto. So this is a signal that these assets, crypto assets, are investable. And not only that, hopefully after that stage, people and the other corporates will recognize that we shouldn't be only in the investment side or in the demand side of the crypto, but we can produce our own projects. This has already started, but this is still in the crypto native status, meaning that many communities, many alliances and foundations, they are of course building their own crypto projects. But once we are in this level that those conventional financial institutions are also building their own crypto projects, I think that will be the next milestone for the first start for the adoption of next 1 million. We have a huge interest. We have a young population, and this interest started with, of course, the young generations in Turkey, but now we have, again, in the corporate level, all of the companies in Turkey are consisting of at least one person or some teams researching on blockchain, crypto, and they are actually exploring the better ways of investing in either in crypto ecosystem or building their own entrepreneurs, their own startup projects. So this is very important and very promising again. On the other hand, we have one barrier. That barrier is with two dimensions. The first one is people are with too much interest, but still the knowledge level, information level that they have is not enough. And crypto and blockchain is a very dynamic area, meaning that you need to update your information like every week or every day. And lots of news are happening, lots of new projects are forthcoming, and some of them are very promising, some of them are not, unfortunately. They are kind of exploiting the interest in the crypto ecosystem, and then they create extra risks and the extra barriers in building trust. So for distinguishing, for making a distinction between the good projects and the bad ones, of course, number one necessity is building knowledge. So, and this should also come with support. Support by whom? Support by, first of all, policies. So the government policies should be in focusing on, okay, we know this area, we recognize this area, and we are preparing some regulations in this area, but see, we are making these regulations in a sense that we need to protect the customers, we need to protect the investors, but also we need to leave room for innovation. And financial technologies in general is like the number one priority in the strategic agenda for all countries in the world. So this is the priority zone. And because governments, the central banks, they recognize that once you can promote financial technologies, actually the central banks will itself, they will benefit from this too. They just don't fully know the ways of it. So once we promote educations, once we promote training programs, and once we recognize those government approaches in a positive way, then I think it will pave the way that people will not only invest through their money, but invest their time to learn more, to build more projects, and with also collaboration spirit. So we will see lots of more partnerships, and it will pave the way. Well, Binance is actually one of the largest, if not the largest, agent, the partner in the ecosystem. So this is very important. I mean, especially in Turkey, Binance is very popular because it is first user-friendly, and Binance, with all its products, it signals that they understand the consumer needs. And according to different countries, I mean, I think they really study the user preferences. And what I mentioned is especially the risk preferences. In Turkey, with young generations, of course, we have lots of risk lover people, and they really want to see an easy way to access those new crypto assets. On the other hand, we have, as I mentioned, in the corporate level, we have more financial literate people, people with higher financial literacy. They are with lower risk preferences, and Binance also offers products so that they can target those corporates, those capitals as well. So which means Binance creates indeed a platform which invites everyone with different risk preferences, and contributes in that sense a lot in the growth of the ecosystem by understanding the basic needs. And the next step is, of course, through the academic programs. And as I have just mentioned, Binance also recognized the need for the further improvement in the knowledge level. And for that, not only they create their own academic programs, which are like the #1 sources for people to access the right information for the correct topics. They are now recently also thankfully announced their support for scholarship programs for master's students in financial technologies, starting with Bahçeşehir University. I think, especially in the forthcoming months, we are waiting for some new news and milestones. Bitcoin spot ETF is among the most expected one, and because it will first establish the trust. It will signal that, you see, these largest hedge funds in the world, they are also providing easier ways for investment to cryptocurrencies. Once it is established, then actually people will ask more for daily usages of cryptocurrencies. And some of those daily usages include like more various products for investing in crypto with different risk preferences approach, meaning that, for example, stable coins are the most popular crypto assets, especially in the bear market conditions, but they are also not very easy to invest on, and they have their own risks, like proof of reserve transparency. So with the closing the gap between the conventional financial institutions and the crypto ecosystem, once they get closer to each other, first of all, it will signal that, okay, so these are the right times for you to enter the crypto ecosystem. And I call them as bridge projects. We have also like new partnerships between the DeFi protocols and the existing banking system. So these are quite important to signal that, oh, new projects are coming. And especially in Turkey, we have young people with their very nice startup ideas. They sometimes in difficulty in finding the necessary investment, but the VCs are, once they grow, they are very supportive for that. So a crypto-friendly regulation environment, better venture capitals support for new crypto projects, the recognition of the bridge projects which closes the gap between the conventional financial system and the crypto ecosystem. I think all of these will pave the way for new adoption of crypto.